Hello everyone, so today I am here to tell you about how to make a video using Screencastify. Screencastify I think is a really good intro program to trying to make videos for your classes. It's pretty straightforward. It is free. There's a little bit of a caveat to that, which I'll explain in a moment. It works basically with Google as a Google Chrome plugin, which is great because you can use it on pretty much any device, whether it is a Chromebook all the way up to your highest end Mac, if you will. So it's a really good program, I think, to get yourself and get your kind of feet wet going into this. Now, the caveat is this. You can make for free videos that are 5 minutes long. What's nice about, though, their free version, which most other free versions don't give you, you get access to some editing tools. You can link it directly to Google Classroom, which I think is fantastic. And it's a really nice way to do short videos. Now, if you think you want to make longer videos, but you like the program, I would actually suggest using a little bit of money and getting the full version. The full version is only $49 for a year. As far as screencast software goes of this quality, I think that is amazingly inexpensive and something that I would say that you should do. Now, let's just get right into how to do this. So what you see here is I go to screencastify.com. Now you can see I've already had it installed. However, what you want to do is you're going to see an install button right here. You're going to click that. You're going to follow like 3 prompts to get it installed. It is super duper easy. The one thing that I will stress is it does make sure for you to ask permissions to access your microphone, to access your webcam and stuff like that. So that's something that you really want to make sure that you're doing, okay? So that is something that I think is crucial for you to do when you are making these types of presentations. Okay, so make sure you have all of your permissions set up. Now, once it is all set up and you're good to go, you will see if I look in the top right, I have my little icon there, which is my plugin, and all you got to do is click it. All right, and boom, here you go. Now this tells me my 5-minute limit. Of course, they want you to upgrade. Shocker. Now, one of the first things it's going to ask you to use is the microphone. And so here initially it'll go to the internal microphone. Now, something I would suggest, if you can borrow or buy a little headset or some other type of microphone that's not your computer microphone, I really do think that's worth it if this is something that you think that you're going to do long term. If you're just going to do it short term, go ahead and use your internal microphone, okay? But if you have at least a headset that maybe you can borrow from school and you like this, maybe you buy something, you get microphones, very, very good microphones for relatively low amounts of money on places like Amazon and stuff like that. I'm going to use I'll put it on my mic. Now, I can embed my webcam if I want to use it. I don't really put my face on videos, that's just me. So I'm going to leave it with recording my desktop. And once I have all that set up, I'm going to press record. Now, up here, you are basically sharing your screen, if you will. That's the terminology you use with Screencastify. Now, if you want to do your entire screen because you got a bunch of different things up and you want to have those out that people can access, sure, great, do that. Or if you just want to say focus on the browser window because maybe you're going to show a PowerPoint or something like that, which I'll give you an example of just a minute, you want to go to your application window. Okay, and then you have your choices. That's actually my email, so we're not going to do that. And we'll go right here to the Screencastify and share. Now, 3, 2, 1, and now it's recording. So you want to be ready as soon as you press share that you are ready to go. You have a script, you're ready to read off of things. And so right now it's just recording all this. It's recording my mouse running around. And it has some really pretty cool tools. If you set up like a little bit of a blank screen as it's recording, it gives you, which is really interesting, like even if I take this down, no, I'm sorry, I do have to keep that up. If you have that screen, your screen up because that's what it's recording, it can give you a pencil. So you can write or like, hey guys, I want you to pay attention to this part over here. You give that something a big circle. If you don't like the red, you of course can change colors to blue. Hey, blue. There you go. You can also, like I said, switch over to PowerPoint. So here's a PowerPoint. And I want to put this in present mode to continue recording. And here we go. and it's recording now my PowerPoint. I can talk and I can show kids stuff about the Renaissance. I get access to this, that, and the other thing, and everything is going really, really well. Okay, now when you get into this type of thing, when you're recording that, you don't have access to like that writing tool, so that's something you want to keep in mind. But then I'm going to escape out of that, and we're still sharing, it's still recording, and when I'm done, I'm going to go down here and press the stop sharing button and just give it a second, and now it's going to load up my video. I've used this a couple times, so it's already asking me to do that. We're not going to worry about doing this for right now. But as you can see, now I'm not going to, because I would talk over myself. So now you can see your video. You know, you can look, there's when I jumped over to this, as you can see, going through that. And it gives you the opportunity. The main thing it allows you to do is you can cut it a little bit. So I can kind of cut it back here and basically set up. So I'm going to pause this. So say I have here, this is going to run, and I can do a trim, and then save that trim, and then save the video. I'm not worried about that right now because this is what I have set up. And once you feel comfortable with it, you know, you come up here, you name it. Okay, so I can call this, you know, Screencastify sample, exclamation point, why not? Now I have a couple different options here once you're done. If you have the full version, you can publish it directly to YouTube because you can link your channel to it. But I'll show you basically a workaround around that in a second. Okay. The other thing that I love here is a lot of you have Google Classroom that you can share it directly to Classroom. So if I click on that, so I'm already signed in under my same account for my school. And then look at this, it links right in. So I'm going to assign this to my AP European History class. I'm going to make it, you know, an assignment. And then boom, and then I can fill out all the appropriate assignment stuff. Right here, the directions, please watch the video and take and submit notes, which is a great assignment for what's going on right now, I think. The students can view my file. Okay, we'll just make that worth 10 points. We'll make it due, say, on the 31st. Okay, I'm not going to give it a topic heading. And there you go. And then boom, I press assign. And I've posted to my class. And if I just want to double check, I can go to view it. It takes me right to my course stream, right to my classwork. Okay, as I'm watching here, and look at that. There it is. Boom, right there, ready for the kids to do. All right, now I'm going to go back and cancel that eventually because my students are probably going to be like, what's going on? But that gives you an idea of the things that you can do. Now, you can also save it. Very simple. You press download. You go right here. I would suggest exporting it as an MP4. That way you can load it up to YouTube if you want. It's really simple and straightforward. And you know, now you have it on your computer. But if you go to your Google Drive, what you'll see is if I refresh it, it'll be in your Google Drive as well. So it immediately saves to your Google Drive. You can also save it on your computer. And overall, it really makes it simple to integrate with all the the Google platforms, which a lot of us in education use. And so that's really why I've decided to go with the Screencastify as an example. Again, the one downside is it's 5-minute videos unless you want to bump it up and pay the $49, which I really would suggest that you do if you think this is something you're going to go with. But overall, I think it's a great program and something you guys should try. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, okay? And hopefully it's something that you may use. And feel free to check out some of the other videos I have if you're interested in flipping. And hopefully I see you soon. Take care.